you a little bit what is the Navigator, the LeadX Navigator as we call it, and we'll explain to you what is its structure. But first of all, let me say as an introduction, I think things have changed in the whole world, but also in the healthcare industry since around 2008, 2009, here with the financial crisis, also healthcare was touched. And we see that a lot of companies have much more difficulties to attain their goals with reduced means. So we can talk, and you see this in this slide here, we have like seven C's, and this is the Navigator, where it's very difficult to cross the 7 C's, and the 7 C's to a certain degree are symbolizing all different indications where you can apply the LeadX Navigator tool. So whether it's in cardiology, gynecology, CNS, gastroenterology, you name it, all the waters, we certainly can use our Navigator. And you know that next to the waters, you also have seasons when you go with your boat to sea. And here you see a reflection of the seasons. So whether you have a product which is pre-launch and leading to proof of concept, whether you are in the midst of a launch or whether it's a mature or even declining product, you can use this tool, the LeadX Navigator, to really check and increase and improve your performance. So, in a nutshell, what is the Navigator all about? It is definitely driven to increase your top-line dynamics. It gives a certain structure and logic to your whole business case that your product has to. Very simple. It reduces your complexity. More details now, Daniel will give you.
Thank you for the nice introduction. So, what we try to achieve with the Navigator, so we want to take, let's say, the current value proposition up on a competitive level. So the Navigator itself, it's not the purpose of our activities. No, it's much more a tool that we use to do it in a very systematic, in a very consistent way, by reducing the complexity, by involving the customer at each stage of the process. 50 criteria we go through in order to evaluate the competitive situation of a company, of a product or an offer. Here you can see the 7 categories. It starts with the processes. If you start at the bottom, build on the processes, you have the features. You have the active expert support, which is very important aspect in this context. You have the touchpoint design, and finally the emotional activation. Based on the emotional activation, you have the price and marketing. Finally, we have a look at the business indicators. Want to see what happened between the customers and the product, how the customer reacts on a specific. So we aim at a very high customer orientation. It is consistent and complete. It covers all the factors you need to assess the competitiveness of an offer. It is highly interactive. It's empowering because unmet needs, opportunity gaps as we call them. It also helps you to develop different scenarios.
So I think it is the first tool I've ever seen which is really complete, which is based on new methodologies as far as competitiveness is concerned, which might be fun to find out how competitive this company or this product is.